Hey, Whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft Jurassic World Edition. Today, we're going to be working on the front of the park, as we have been for some time now, because I really like to get it going, and we do have things we can do up here, so it works out nicely. Alright, we do actually... Okay, so, to start, we have some sad business to attend to, and I'll explain what happened here real quickly. You might notice something missing from the trike enclosure. Maybe a big tan Triceratops. Unfortunately, Sarah has died. Where did I put the hatch? I think it's on the front here. Unfortunately, Sarah has died. What happened was, you know how last episode I was talking about, you know, the different AIs being developed and things like that, and what happened was there was a zombie standing... Ooh, my bad. There was a zombie standing up on this post here, and I shot it off with an arrow, and it landed and didn't die, but this trike, Slag, got very territorial, or very protective, I guess, and charged at it. It landed out here, or I guess like right here. But unfortunately, Sarah was standing right here, and Slag was over here, and so he charges at this zombie, puts his head down, charges at it like a madman, and hits Sarah. And, well, normally these creatures from different mods wouldn't pay attention to each other. They don't even recognize that each other exists. Slag was able to do damage to Sarah, which made her mad, and she attacked him back, and then they fought for a bit, and I ran in here, I had my lead, I tried to get Sarah away from him and all that, but unfortunately there was nothing I could do at that point, and Slag ended up killing Sarah, so that's unfortunate, extremely unfortunate, and I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this, because apparently zombies can spawn on top of this. The torch doesn't give off enough light that it keeps mobs from spawning up there, and apparently if they, you know, if circumstances line up correctly, you know, it's nobody's fault, except for mine potentially, I guess, for attacking the zombie. I didn't even think about it. But Slag did what he thought was best, trying to go after the zombie. Unfortunately, Sarah got in the way, and then they had a fight to the death over it. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Sarah was our first trike on the map, and she was so pretty and fully grown and everything. She will be missed. But I got there just in time, and we did get 20 Triceratops meat and a Triceratops foot from Sarah there. And so we'll probably, what I want to do at some point is set up a kind of memorial area for all of our fallen dinos, and we've lost a couple. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Ooh. Off the top of my head, I'm having difficulty coming up with others that we've lost. But we lost Littlefoot, the Bronto, we've lost a couple of Parasaurs and things like that. I'm not sure that I got any other indicators from those, but I think what I want to do is, in fact, we should be able to get some DNA from this Triceratops meat that we've got here. So let me clear this stuff out. All of this junk in here. Let me put my armor back on. Okay. Great. More junk. Okay, so let me put Triceratops meat in there. I think that'll just give me tons of Triceratops DNA, which I want to use at least one of the DNAs that we get from this, and I legitimately will just grab this first one, and we are gonna bring Sarah back to life, or at least, you know, one of her descendants. We'll go back out to the dig site and hatch it out there, in order to, you know, keep things, you know, in her family line. But since we've got some DNA from her, I figured we would do that. Okay, so let me get this bucket. Mr. Science Cow is standing right here. And we'll throw the milk in there, and we will let this kind of cook for a minute here. And That's an old thing I got from a fossil. I'm gonna put this foot in there, and we will do some sort of memorial area. I don't know where we'll do it, but I'll pick out probably maybe over by the dig site somewhere, something that'll be you know, out of the way, because the guests don't really need to see that. But it'd be something I'd like to do for us while we're at it. So what I want to work on besides today, what I was preparing for when this horror unleashed itself on me, was to work on the Deinonychus enclosure. I was going to work on both the Carno and the Deinonychus enclosure, but honestly, in my research into the habitats of the Carno, it turns out that they were mostly lived in wide open grassy plains areas, and well, my Carnos live in a wide open grassy plain area, so we really don't have a lot we need to do. It's kind of cute though, all of them are kind of hanging out together. So let me, we got the bars here obviously, but so we've got Carlisle there, little lady and one of his brothers is there. Oh, and then the other one's up there. So they're all kind of hanging out together, which I think is cute. I like the AI that the babies hang out oh no! Close to an older member of their species. Well, that was disappointing. Gosh darn it. Okay, hold on. We got not a lot going right today, huh? First Sarah dies in a freak accident from mobs, and then this. Okay, so I at least need to get this patched up enough that they can't get out. Because I really don't want them getting out. Alright. I hear the mobs. Where are they? There's a baby up there. Okay. Let's, and then honestly, we're gonna do that. This is gonna look so bad, but I really don't want my new Carnos escaping into the dangerous world beyond, so we'll seal this up for now. But yeah, so besides the fact that I just blew a hole in their enclosure, they should be good to go. And I'm recording this, I finally think I've gotten into the rhythm where I'm able to record like the next week's episode or whatever on, so like it's Wednesday right now, and this week's episode just went out. So the episode where we hatched all these Carnos just went out, and I've gotten a little bit of feedback from you guys already. A couple of you have already given me good names and stuff, but I'm gonna wait and we'll name those Carnos in the next episode probably, just so I get a little bit more time to get feedback from you guys, so that you guys can all have a chance to give that feedback as opposed to just a couple of you. So we'll name these guys next time, but their enclosure is basically set. I might sneak in there and make some of these grass a couple of these grasses a little taller, but other than that, things are looking pretty decent. Now let's run over back to the lab. So what we're going to work on today is if we get a chance now, we're already 8.5 minutes into this episode, but if we get a chance, we will, we're going to work on the Deinonychus enclosure. I want to first get Sarah, or at least Sarah 2, or whatever we want to call her, I guess, but gonna get another tan Triceratops because I really loved, she was beautiful. What a specimen, and I would really love to get her back in the enclosure. Ooh, we're still working on it. Man, these things take forever. But at least we're past the halfway point, so it shouldn't fail. Yeah, alright, so let me throw this raw chicken into one of my vats down here, keep our nutrients up. I won't use it for anything else probably, so that works, and then why don't you just despawn over here? That'll be great. Alright, our trike should hopefully be done here soon. But yeah, so we need to be careful. Oh wow, I didn't even, I don't know if I even noticed that before. They've got the little embryos in here now, like JurassiCraft does. Those are so cute! Aw, Sarah 2's gonna be adorable. Look at her. We're so close. Oh, come on, you're supposed to be done. I started singing. Oh, come on, seriously. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Perfect. So we've got our Triceratops egg. Now let's head to the back of the park And we'll take the scenic route. I could grab one of the dragons, but I figure we'll walk through the park. It might have been a little time since we've done that. Say hi to the Dilos and everybody on our way back. Leopleurodon's still there. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so got the Dilos here. Pickles and Jalapeno and Nedry. Don't see Lex at the moment, but I'm sure she's hanging out. We got, let's do roll call. Amara, Doser, and Dolly are all there. Fantastic. Looking good, looking good. Alrighty. See Clifford's tail sticking out already, so that's exciting. Clifford is there. Gree is there. Getting big, too. We might be able to tame him soon. Maybe we'll do that next episode. We'll tame Gree. Spike, Buffy, Olive, and Eggsy are all in and accounted for, so that's exciting. Yeah, we don't normally have lots of deaths. I guess original Spike... No, original Spike didn't die. The mod updated, JurassiCraft updated at some point, and it like removed all the dinos from the world or something, which was really stupid. Lost all the DNAs. This was real early on in the series. But the first Stegosaur that we hatched was actually a female JurassiCraft Stegosaur. And then we hatched another one after that one disappeared. Okay, so let's put the trike over here because this is the biggest enclosure we've got. So we'll put it down there. Now, what, let's see, I've already got dirt and stuff. Let me see when we're waiting. Okay, so we got 3 scarab gems. Okay, so yeah, next episode, yeah, next episode we'll definitely go ahead and tame Gree. Why not? It seems to be big enough, so we should be able to do that. I'm pretty sure I've named him already, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna grab... I must have put the bone meal I had in the chest at the lab, because I actually need some bone meal for today. Alright, let us... so, let me know what you guys think, what we should name this new baby trike. Obviously, it will be a new dinosaur. Sarah has unfortunately died, so we can name it in memory of her, name it something Sarah-related, or you guys can come up with a new nickname. I'm okay with whichever, I guess. Whatever you guys feel compelled to do, but, actually, we've got... Oh, and I put all my extra stuff in the chest in the lab, too, last episode, and I haven't picked it up yet. Darn it! So we have to wait and see what she hatches into. Hopefully she'll be the same awesome tan variant that we had with Sarah originally, because that was really a pretty texture. I've seen recently, I don't know if you guys have been following the mod all that closely, but I follow Fossils and Archaeology Revival, the team who makes this particular mod. I mean, this mod, the one that this Triceratops comes from. I have 2 dinosaur mods, JurassiCraft and Fossils and Archaeology Revival, on for this series, but Fossils and Archaeology Revival has been posting a lot of stuff on their Twitter lately surrounding new models that they're working on. They're really working on, because theirs have always been kind of the cuter, blockier versions between the 2 mods, but it looks like they've got a new modeler, and they're really looking to update some stuff. They've got a lot of new updates coming, a lot of new animations and positions and stuff for the models, as well as making them a little sleeker, a little less boxy, and a little less cartoony. I'll honestly miss the boxier, cartoonier versions because I have JurassiCraft, and it's kind of nice to have you know, a little bit of a difference between the 2 of them, and I kind of like the more Minecrafty versions that these guys become. There we go. Okay, so we do have another beautiful little tan one. And so we need a name for her. You guys let me know what you guys would like. It's a stick, right? And she's probably following me by default, so I'll put her on free move for the time being. But I just love the look of this particular variant. But yeah, so I don't know, honestly, if, ooh, and she's probably hungry too. Let's quickly, I should have done that while I was waiting. Let's quickly run to the village here real quick, and we'll grab some stuff. I haven't harvested in a while. I think the last time we came in here and grabbed stuff, I noticed that I was kind of low. Yeah, we're a little low. In fact, let's do a quick harvest. We'll give some of this wheat to the new baby. But yeah, so we need a name for the new Stego. Whether you guys want it to be Sarah related or what. We could name it Sari after after the former time shotter, the artist formerly known as Sari. But that might be a nice compromise there. And I'll replant all this stuff later. We got enough to get this little lass filled up at least. So I'll come back and tend to this. I do need to spend some time. It's been a while since I've spent any actual time in this village doing work. So we'll come back to that for sure. But yeah, so let me know what names you guys want for this new baby stego. We gotta unfortunately replace Sarah, and maybe sometime here soon, since we are kind of racking up deaths with these dinos, and we're losing some real good ones, good, you know, friends that have been around for a long time. Sarah's pretty old at this point, yeah, I mean, we lost Littlefoot, we lost a couple of parasaurs, and I'm sure if I went back through stuff, we lost even more than that. Casper died, but then came back. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, now to the actual goal of today. Looks great. The actual goal of today is to work on the Deinonychus enclosure, and it's not going to be anything super exciting. Oh, and in fact, I forgot. I need to grab. Is there any limestone pockets real close by here? I don't know that I want to mess with this stuff. I don't know if I've got any more liner up. I'll do that later. I want to work on the Deinonychus enclosure because it's one of the enclosures up front, and we're trying to finish up front, and it hasn't been done yet. And like I said, I was going to work on both that and the Carno enclosure today, but then the Carno enclosure actually is pretty well suited for, you know, already for what. Well, hey, Gree, how's it going, buddy? You gonna attack me if I stand here? No. But yeah, you look like you're pretty much full grown, so definitely gonna tame Gree next episode. That could be fun. But yeah, so I want to get the Deinonychuses done. It's not going to be a super unique setup. In reading, it sounds like they lived kind of, you know, wherever greenery grew, in forests or in kind of plainsy areas, because they were carnivores, obviously, and so they kind of had to stick around where their prey, the herbivores, would be living, and the herbivores obviously lived in kind of lush vegetative areas so that they could find food. So what we're going to be doing is building kind of a little bit of a plainsy, grassy area, which is pretty similar to a lot of the places that we've built as well. You know, we've got lots of open grassy area with trees and stuff in here, and so it'll probably end up being fairly similar. I want to even try and build one of those boulders too, because I kind of like those boulders. I put a couple I went back to the Ankylosaur enclosure and put a couple there, since the Trike enclosure is pretty similar in terms of environment. Alright, so all of our Deinonychus is doing good. Still some growing to do, but Ghost, Ash, Misty, and this must be Cinder. Yep, they're all growing big and strong. Did they finish off all the chickens I'd hatched in here? It looks like they might have, so they could potentially be getting hungry. Well, I've got this here. Well, it looks like they have been eating from it, so alright, they're probably doing okay. Anyway. So what I want to do, I grabbed jungle trees. So jungle trees are the ones I wanted to use for this one. I'm a little worried because these guys can climb, which is why we put in this unique design for their enclosure, so that they couldn't climb out. So I've got to make sure that I don't set this up in a manner that is going to allow them to do that. But I do want to put in, let's put in like right here maybe. Is that? Sure. I want to put in one big jungle tree, and maybe this will actually spawn. I guess we'll see here. If we spam this enough, probably not at this rate. So like if we look up, it is pretty close to that one. So let's try just that. Come on. Let's get rid of some of this grass. I mean, it's certainly possible that it's the overhang that's messing with this. Oop, but, oh, yeah, and there it goes. Ooh, baby. That's a big stinking tree. Did it envelop? No, it looks like it wrapped around, but it didn't actually mess with anything. Let me look at that from the outside. We'll see how that went. I need to formalize in the employee entrance a little bit there. But again, it's an employee entrance, so I'm not super worried about it. Alright, let's see what that looks like a little bit. It comes with its own vines and everything, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I might trim this branch a little bit, but for the most part, I don't hate that. So there we go. And then what I want to do is I want to put in another 1 or 2 littler trees, just solo ones. And then we should be able to get going here. I want to put in some grass and some ferns and all that kind of stuff as well. Maybe even a little pond or something. I don't know. Alright, so that guy's kind of center a little bit. Let me put... No, that's not going to work. Unfortunately, with the overhang, I'm a little bit limited. So let me put like one... No, again, see, that's not going to work. Let's try that. Okay, so we got a tree there. And if they climb up this trunk, it kind of overhangs the side, so they shouldn't be able to get out. So that's good. I haven't seen them doing lots of climbing, but I also at the same time don't want to accidentally give them an escape route if and when they do, because I know they do climb. So that would be bad. Alright, and then we're going to put one more. Let's put it like right there even. Ooh, and a nice little one. Perfect. Okay. Let's take a look at this from the outside. Just to kind of check, see that we're... Because I want to make sure it looks good to the guests. That's the main... I mean, I want it to suit the dinos, obviously, but I also want to make sure it looks good to the guests. So, come up here. Got a couple of trees. Not bad, not bad. Might need to put some lighting down near the trunk of that big one. Looking a little dark. But we come down here. Some grasses and stuff will be good, but I think for the most part, that's probably decent. Probably decent. I'm not mad at it. Alright, so we can put these away. Now we need the ferns and the vines. We'll throw some vines on these other ones. Since the big jungle ones got them, might as well throw some other ones on here as well. There we are. Might be able to... I guess we could even put some, like, on the wall. That might look kind of cool once those come in a little bit. Alright, so... Whoop. Okay, so we've got vines there. We've got vines there, which might spread around, so that'll look good. How many we got? We got 3 more. Do that there. And... there, and... there, or something. That'll be fine. Alrighty, so... looking good already. Alright, I wanted to double check. Looks dark, so let's put some more torches down. I guess the big one's gonna block some more lighting, and I really need to take some time and actually go around and formalize the lighting, even the enclosures that I've like finished with, like with the trikes and stuff. Oh, it's a cow. I'm like, wait, what is that? We need to put it in-ground lighting. I haven't gone back and done that on many of the enclosures. So, alright. Now, we got several large ferns. I really like the look of these ferns. These are some of my favorite decorative landscaping blocks in the game. They give a nice different feel compared to, you know, just the tall grass and things like that. Because you see grass everywhere. But you don't always see the ferns and stuff. And so I really, really like these for use in these different kinds of biomes. Or the different enclosures. That there. That'll be fine. We'll be okay. That there. I don't necessarily need to use all of them, I guess. So let's. We've got some of these little ones as well, which will add some more ground texture. And in fact, let me pop these down, and then we can give a little bit of bone meal to these other areas. There we go. Because it shouldn't override what we've already put down. Ooh! I don't really know that I want the flowers, at least that excessively, in here. We can have a couple. That'll be fine. It's environment. That's alright. I'm okay with it. Okay, so, now, well, let's put a couple ferns down. I guess these, I like just the different textures of things. You know, all of these mods don't necessarily add lots of different things, but if you combine all the different stuff that you can add, it ends up working out pretty nicely. Works out pretty nicely. And obviously they're not herbivores in here, so they won't eat them. Like, you know, these are the a food source for like the fossils and archaeology dinos. But they'll just kind of grow and be happy here. So that works out. And this big guy will give us lots of space to put down ferns. We'll fill lots of this empty space around here even probably, because it's got to be like under a tree. Okay, beautiful. That works out. Okay, so now we have dirt. And so what I want to do is eat some steak, apparently. They're giving me looks now. And we got a little bit of a build-up here, which I actually really like. And I think I want to raise elevation a little bit. There's not a lot going on in this area, so let me... Not a huge one, and obviously we're going to lose... I don't have my shears with me, but can I pick it up with that? Nope. Nope. Okay, well, that's too bad. I can always go get more. Alright. Just do a little bit of a build-up. Excuse me, Misty, honey. Look out. Thank you. And that's going to block that tree and its ferns a little bit, but that's okay. And then maybe we'll do just a little build up there. And that'll cover with grass, and that'll look nice, give a little bit of a different elevation. And then, let me pop back outside very quickly. And then we'll wrap this up. I want to see, I'd like to put a little bit of water in there, obviously, so they have access to some water. I think most of the enclosures have some sort of water pool in it. In fact, I would imagine all of them do. Now let's confirm. Obviously the mammoths have a little bit of unfrozen water there. Trikes have some. Carnos have just a little bit. I might put a little bit more water in somewhere else, but that's okay. Allosaurs do, Stegos do, Ankylosaurs do, Dilos do, and the Parasaurs do. Yeah, so we definitely, everybody's got a water source. These guys will be no exception, so I'll have to put in a little bit of water source, but let's take a look at it from like the front here. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm liking it. And I think where I wanted to put it is kind of back in that area behind the wall, and I think that that'll be fine. I think we'll be able to see it there. And so that should work out pretty nicely. But guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Torm with Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those suggestions for me, guys, for Sarah's, I guess, daughter's name. Because unfortunately we lost Sarah in a freak accident. We did hatch a new one, as you guys remember, and I need names. So feel free to give those to me. I will repair the enclosure here. In fact, I probably should get out of here since that's not lit up there. But I'll repair the enclosure, and we'll name those our 3 new Carnos next episode. We'll tame Gree. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll spend some time with some carnivores next time. Although we spent time with carnivores today as well, since the Deinonychus are carnivores. But I might need to go get some eggs, hatch some new chickens in here or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Torm with the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys. Name suggestions and all that jazz. And I will see you all back here next time on Jurassic World. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.